Greetings, video lovers and fellow nerds. Tech Nerd 1.0 here, bringing you an unboxing. So let's get right to it. Plain brown box, and what we have is, yes, it is another Glock frame, another faux Glock frame. Let's get it out of the plastic here. And this one is brought to you by way of Brownells. I cannot put links down here, as you know. YouTube does not like that. Now, this one is by a company called, let's see if we can get this in focus, SCT. Yeah, so anyways, it's basically just a, that's all it is. It's basically just a plain old Glock frame. It's a Gen 3. And why did I buy this? Because I already have one. Well, it was $49. And yes, that's right, $49.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
So the price was just so low that I really couldn't help myself. I wanted to get this, and I'd like to test it out and compare it to the Dagger, which again, I will put the link to that video somewhere up around here so you guys can see that. But I'm just curious as to, is this going to be a better frame, a worse frame? Is it going to be better than your standard issue Glock, your Gen 3? We'll have to see. But here's the deal. Here's the dealio. Do kids still say that?
Daddy, chill.
Probably not. So why is this only $49? Well, first off, it's just a frame. There's no slide. There's no magazine. The thing is there's really no internals except for the, it has the rails front and back, but that's it. There's really nothing else. So you're going to have to spend the money and build this thing out yourself. Whereas in comparison, the Dagger, which is right here, this one comes done. It means relatively. You don't get the slide with it if you buy the receiver. So this one's done. Really, all you have to do to this one is put on a slide and then put in a magazine, and boom, you're rocking and rolling. Okay. This one, however, you're going to have to build this one out yourself. So if you are not the home ec type, this might be a better option for you. This may not be your thing. Now, these are not hard to do. There's plenty of videos. Not so much anymore on YouTube, because again, they don't like that sort of thing. But you can find them all over the place on Rumble. And we'll go out and test these two, and we're going to use the same slide. This is the slide I showed you in the last video. I believe this is it Swenson or something like that? I think this came from Midway. It's just a plain old generic slide. There's really nothing special about it at all. I do have some fairly good night sights on there. But other than that, there's really nothing special about this. So that'll give it a great test because you're actually using the same slide. We'll even use the same magazine. We'll use this regular YouTube safe 10-round magazine, and we'll test it with that too. Other than that, these are both pretty much the same. So really all it's going to be is, how you like it. I mean, other than that, what does this one have? Now, it is double undercut, which is nice. That is nice. You've got an undercut here. Now, this one is kind of, sorta. It's kind of, sorta. I wouldn't say it's double undercut, though. This definitely is. So, and as you know, that's so you can get your finger under here so you don't get that Glock callus. For people who are worried about that. And then you can get your other one here if you're going thumbs forward, which you should be doing. You can get your other finger down here. Get a good grip on it. So this one maybe a little harder because it doesn't have the undercut here on the trigger guard. But so that's got that going for it. I think we can all agree just by looking at these, this SCT definitely has the better styling. It also has pretty much a full pick rail, where the Dagger is just the standard Glock type that just has one rail section there, where this one has the full pick rail, where you can put a lamp anywhere on that. So other than that, what else? The stippling, I would say the stippling on this one is definitely more aggressive. You've got some stippling on the back here as well. The Dagger has stippling as well. It's close. It's very close. I would say the stippling is more aggressive on this SCT. It's a little softer on this one. I will tell you one thing though. This is very angular though. This SCT frame is very angular, where this Dagger is very rounded. It's a very rounded grip, and I think I mentioned before I wasn't sure if I would like the little hump here on the back end. But you know, it's Paul Harrell aside, this one does feel better in your hand. But this one's pretty good too. You know, I gotta tell you, this one's pretty good too. I do like that feeling. It's got that more 1911-ish angle to it that we Americans love so much. So I don't know. It's going to be close. Now the other thing we can look at here, we can take a look at the rails. Definitely different. All metal all the way up on the Dagger. And I can't say that for this SCT. Now they're about the same length, but I wouldn't say they're as hardy. They're definitely hardier on the Dagger. Now the rear rails pretty much the same, actually a little bit bigger on the SCT. Now I don't know if that's going to make a whole lot of difference, but again, we will see when we test it. Now as far as price goes, yes, this was only essentially $50. They're both serialized, so it's going to cost you the same amount to transfer them. That negates any difference there. The other difference, as I said, is you're going to have to build this one out. You're going to have to get your own trigger and everything. Now, if you go the cheap route and just get some standard, you know, if you just get a standard Glock set, a lower set, you could maybe get that for maybe $50, $40, $50, which brings you pretty much up to the same price as this one. But I will tell you, just on an aesthetic point, I think we can agree this one is better looking. I just got to say that. It is. This is a little more rounded. Maybe it does conform better to your hand. We'll have to see. Maybe that will make you a better shooter. I don't think so, but we will see. But I think we can agree that aesthetically, this is far more pleasing than this. And I think that's going to attract a lot of people to this one. Plus, if you're the type of guy or girl who wants to build your own and you don't want the parts that they have in this one, if you're the kind of person who's going to build your pew-pew out to be kind of a Gucci, then you don't want the stuff that's in here, because you're going to buy your own stuff. You're going to buy, you know, $100 trigger. You're going to buy an Avenger disconnector or whatever you're going to buy. And you don't want this stuff. You're gonna probably throw this stuff in a parts bin anyways. So in that case, maybe you would want to buy this one. So those are my thoughts on this initially. We will see how this goes. Again, just my initial thoughts. So I do like this one. I wish though this were available in other colors. Right now it is not. It is basic black, and that is all. That is it for now. We'll do the range video testing both of these and see if there really is any difference. I don't think there is going to be, but we'll see. All right, folks, that is it for now. Remember, like, share, and subscribe, and we will talk to you later. Tack Nerd signing out.
All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us.